about. So the new and improved PlayStation Plus service is finally launched in the US. So what do we know? What's the latest? The full list of games are available over at the PlayStation blog. Resident Evil Director's Cut has been added to the PS1 list, making it a whopping 13 games available. 13! Available on PS1. But this is the interesting part. So we had 50 hertz shitty PAL versions for Japan, Asia. I think everyone just assumed...
No, not Japan. So
Really?
we had it for Asia. Japan had 60 hertz.
But I think people still thought 50 hertz, that's pretty likely in US. They're coming out in the US and they're 60 hertz. So now, next week, we'll find out. So the 23rd of June, like what happens in Australia? Now, I'm going to be so fucking pissed if we get the 50 hertz versions.
We're going to get the 50 hertz versions, man. We're going to get it. We are Europe, according to PlayStation.
Oh, God. It's so horrible. People don't speak French here. We don't give a fuck about the other languages. We don't need the PAL versions, motherfuckers. We don't speak German. We speak English and other languages.
Ich nicht sprechen Deutsch.
We're not European. Yeah. What do you rate the chances, Swinny, that we're gonna get PAL?
I reckon 70% likely we're gonna get PAL. So the PAL 50 hertz and
70%.
30% will get the good ones.
Damn it, man. Damn it.
I reckon 50-50.
50,
Just
50,
on
50, 50.
on this whole the library. So apparently with the games that are added up in the US, it now is apparently around 700. But that just makes me wonder, like that marketing copy of 700 games, was that 700 only in these regions? Because did they update those games into, like Malaysia and the Asia regions? Because they got screwed if they're going to have like way less games in the US. I know Japan has a whole bunch of games that, for instance, isn't available in the US versions. And a lot of these are PS3 streaming games as well, which obviously we won't have. So we're never going to have 700 regardless. But it just feels like really shitty if they're not up to 700 in all the regions that have, access to the streaming. So.
What I still don't get about it is who walked away thinking there's going to be 13 PlayStation 1 games when they announced this?
Seriously. Load of shit. Now, obviously, they're going to increase the PS1 games on there because, like, I like some of these games, but that as the representation of PlayStation 1 is just shocking. Like, no Twisted Metal PlayStation 1 games. They added Resident Evil, which is at least a well-known PlayStation 1 game, but there's no Ridge Racer. Do they have, nothing like that.
Independence Day? I don't mind that.
No, there's some PlayStation games I'd love to play, like PS1 games, but also like where the fuck are the PlayStation 2 games? Aren't they all just the remakes on PlayStation 4?
I don't think we're ever going to get normal PlayStation 2 games, man.
What?
I don't think we're going to. I think it's just going to be those ones that got released on PS4. I think so.
But that's so weird. Like,
I'd love to be wrong.
I don't know. The whole thing just seems like a total clusterfuck. I don't understand. I understand them merging PS Now and doing all that kind of stuff, but the way they've done this is so odd. And also, it's just, by the way, exactly what. Okay, I was just reading it quickly. Yeah, they are. They're just the ports of the PlayStation 2 games that have been ported to the PS4. It's really strange.
Now, to like flip back away from the negative side, like there are a shitload of good PS4 games
that's true.
in this service. Like a lot of great games, including a lot of like Eurojack RPG games I love and stuff. So I'd be a hypocrite to say that, there's not great games in there. I think it's just those elements we talked about that are a little disappointing, but...
For you, it makes a lot of sense because you don't have a huge PlayStation library.
Or penis.
Why? What? Mike, right. I'm going to stop the show right now, right? I'm going to break down the mental decision making that Mike has when he decides to throw that comment out there. Well, what came to your mind? Why did you?
Your penis came to my mind. And
but
I'm like, wow.
Why do you relate that to the
I
PlayStation PS Plus library? I'm struggling to understand, man. Like, help me out
because in
here.
my brain, I guess I relate the word big with penis.
Thank you.
So
we were talking about how small his collection is.
Yeah.
So do you have a word
No,
association
I'll
with
just
small
I'll
with
take that
Swinny?
as the interpretation of why he thought about it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no,
Honestly, I don't
you've
know.
actually you've given him a pot shot, and then you've actually complimented him.
I think when I was a kid, thonk, I was
Dropped on the head
Dropped on the microphone.
on the head.
in a Romanian barn or something
No.
like that. Yeah, okay, but like, are you going to subscribe to this next week, Swinny?
Definitely not next week. They need to add more the classic games in to talk to me. And the thing is, right, you don't have to pay for the tier that has the classic games, but you are specifically paying additional amount to play those PS1 and PS2 games. And there's just like it's really poor. The PS2 games, if you're okay with the PS4 versions, aren't too bad. But
Yeah, like it doesn't make any sense actually when I think about it more. Like when we talk about Australia, we're paying more, not as much as the US. Let's be clear. So you know how there's going to be 3 tiers, and I've always forget the names of the tiers. They're horrible because it's named differently in Australia than it is in the US.
Premium,
It's extra,
extra,
premium, and then I believe deluxe in the US, and
That
then
was right.
something different in Australia, right?
Trying to look it up. Yeah, no, I think deluxe is the one we get.
Oh, is it? Oh, so what is the US then?
I'm just trying to find when we had all the.
Don't say it's
listings of all the different
premium for the top tier one, is it?
That'd
be awesome, actually.
Man, how long ago did we talk about this?
Oh, wow. Oh, it is called premium.
Yeah.
Oh, it's essential. Shit, essential extra
Essential,
premium.
not- okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
So deluxe is our
Ours is deluxe.
crappy third tier without the street.
Yeah, but so what do we
Bloody
get?
hell,
So
it's
we don't get PlayStation 3 because the premium tier for the US is like the classics collection and PS3, right?
So
And then
basically, we're paying an extra $20 a year if we want to play those PS1 and PS2 games.
But the PS2 games are the ports to the PS4. It's bullshit, man.
But in saying that, I mean, it's bullshit, but there's also games in there I do want to play.
Sure, but not like, I don't know, man. I never in a million years guessed it was going to be 13 PS1 games. Like, that's so farcical.
Yeah.
Like, it's unbelievable to me. And I
wait,
thought it was
we're
going to be
paying-
like dozens of PSP games. It's like one PSP game so far, right? Fucking crazy, man.
When you say we're paying $20 more, what do you mean? Is in
Per year, I
direct
think.
currency
So
conversion
for
or how?
No, that's literally Australian. So the extra, the second tier, the one that gives you access
for the
to the
extra tier.
PS4
That's right, yeah.
and PS5 games, $20 on top of that gives you access to those PS1 and fake PS2 games.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, the biggest thing for us will be if they have a native solution for PS3. That would be a total game changer.
I think that'd be a game changer for everyone because we know that not everyone's got internet connection to be able to handle the streaming worldwide as well.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So, yeah, look, I'm super intrigued. Like, number one, are we going to get 50 hertz or 60 hertz? If it's 50 hertz, fuck. If they never change that, I'll never subscribe
60,
to it.
please. What would happen with our 60 FPS TVs?
And you just
Getting the
watch the
50
Digital
hertz.
Foundry things. It's like everyone's got 60 FPS TV, so it's
No, but
janky.
that's what I mean.
It's
Yeah.
like,
So
well,
it'd be janky
they
having 50, wouldn't it?
no, they put frame blending in and all this other kind of stuff.
yeah,
But it's so
that's good.
stupid. They have versions of that run at 60 hertz. It
Exactly.
makes no
Release the
sense.
bloody 61. It makes no sense.
Yeah. And then, like, the last story is a little bit of a unique one for us because it's a bit more rumor, which we don't really get into.
We don't